Hi everyone, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing my second spread in my November 2022 Traveler's Notebook. Today I am working with the Cocoa, Daisy, Doodles, and dashesII kits. I am guest designing for them this month, and today I'm focusing on some products that were in the Traveler's Notebook kit, and then also the other memory keeping kit as well. In this month's kit, we got these awesome library pocket cards, and I really wanted to feature that with the spread because I was using a large photo and just documenting about thankfulness. And that's what I usually do, a thankful for 30 journal, but this year November has taught it to be quite the busy month already at, a week in. So I think I'm just going to build the two together. That way I can still focus on my gratitude. But for this today, I was documenting about the blood work I was going for this morning, and a coffee treat to myself afterwards, and some other things that have been going on and that I've been grateful for about this part of my life. So I went ahead and I folded and used double-sided adhesive to adhere this library pocket card to the left side of my page. The right side will be the whole large photo. I will do a little bit of embellishing, but for the left side in the pocket, the library card itself that tucks itself into that pocket is where I will do my journaling on. However, I wanted to add a couple note cards in with it as well. The one in the middle that's already in the pocket says, "I will have gratitude for the little things, even while I wait for the big things to fall in place," which is the perfect saying for the current time in my life and what is going on and what we are waiting for and the big things that are happening. So I will cut that down into a tag and add some string to the top of it. The other card are the little tags that come in every kit. The other side of it, I did show it had like who the kit was packed by, and I really loved how the leaves on this coordinated with the leaves on this paper. So I just backed them back to back, and it made an awesome heavy duty tag that I will actually go in and add some embellishments to that later on. So while I was kind of stuck on the left side of my page of what I was actually going to do, I went ahead to the right and put a couple things down, like that leaf. It matched the leaves on the left side and all of the colors that were in that library pocket. And then that little label says "Eat, drink, and be thankful." Even though this is just about the drinks in my life at this point and not about eating, I thought that it still fit, and I went ahead and used it. So on the left side of my page, I really fussed around with a lot of embellishments because I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be grounded, but I wanted it to have a lot of leaves. So I ended up using a lot of these little single leaf stickers that came in the different packs in the kits. So I am going to add a few leaves in there, add in some pumpkins. I do find an acorn that I am eventually going to bring in, and my fingers were not working with me today, so I do edit a lot of that part out here eventually when I go to stick these down, because my fingers were not working. I could not get the backing off of it. It was totally user error, not product error on my part. But before I really committed to where I wanted those stuck to, I will add a stamp onto this pocket. I am using the stamp from the stamp set there that says Autumn Memories, and I'm going to grab some Acorn archival ink from my stash and make that a really nice brown tone that will pull in the brown tones from this kit. Once I get that in there, and I actually was putting the stamp back in away, I saw that there was an outline leaf on the stamp set as well, and I thought that that would help bring in a little bit more of the leaf elements. So I actually went in and around everything and started stamping some of those leaves behind the different clusters on both sides. And I do end up losing part of my video footage. I'm not sure what happened with it, but I do add those outlined leaves all around this page, scattered throughout in different directions. There you go there. So I love how this turns out. I think it brings everything together. So to bring the pattern from the note card the library card holder on the left side to the right the washi in the Traveler's Notebook kit matches up perfectly. And before I stuck that down on the photo, I used the Grateful with the definition stamp and stamped that on my washi. It's kind of like a background, and then the word grateful pops off. You'll see in the close-up photos at the end how it looks, and I love how that looks. I'm going to have to start stamping on my washi tape a lot more often because I love it. So to finish off that embellishment cluster, I am going to go ahead and pull some chipboard from the chipboard sheet, and the only thing I'm using off of there are the 3 multicolored hearts. I love the pink and blue that this library card holder pulls in on this page, so I'm going to add those around as well. I do add that One Fall Day, which is that clear sticker there that I just added underneath the Autumn Memories title. And then as I was going through my other embellishments, I pulled the puffy stickers out because there were 2 on there that had tones of the pink and the teal that I really wanted to add in. So I do add one of those each on the left and the right, and then I add that little acorn back in, but I will pop him up on some foam adhesive to give it a little bit of lift to look like it's sitting on top of that puffy sticker. Once I get to this point, I realized that I wanted to add something up to the top of my page. I tried to add in like a little banner sticker, but it was too much. But then I found on the rub-ons, there was these little stars, like little asterisks. They look hand-drawn. And then there were some tiny little acorns. And there was also a sentiment that said yum yum. So that worked perfect. So I'm going to create a tiny little cluster, embellishment cluster up here at the top of my page. Those were the little hand-drawn stars. Next, I'm going to add the words yum yum. And then lastly, I'm going to add one of the little acorns up there so that it helps bring in those embellishment clusters to the top of my page. And then I did have another one that I will add in right there to that left side of the cluster, and I think that makes that very complete. To add in my date on this spread, I am going to go ahead and grab that sticker sheet there that's down at the bottom. There is a date section on there that I will snip off and add underneath the sticker that says Finding Joy in the Ordinary. And right before this piece, I did add a leftover sticker strip up above where it says Autumn Memories. I added it there. It almost looks like a little tiny piece of washi holding that on, and I love it. So date is going to get down here. I do lift my puffy stickers to lay over top of them to bring everything all together. So to finish off the embellishing part of this, I am going to add loads of enamel dots. I love these sparkling enamel dots. This is one decoration or embellishment that I have in my stash that I literally can never get enough of. So I'm going to add loads of them. Once those are in, I'm going to go in and add my date that I will handwrite on that tag. And then I'm going to go in and start doing the work on my tags in my pockets. So that last one that I just added in there, that's the middle size one. That is the card that I trimmed down that says I will have gratitude for the little things even while I wait for the big things to fall into place. And then the 2 tags that I stuck back to back that come in all of our kits, I'm going to embellish this a little bit with a circle that says grateful for. And then I add 2 word strips to it that says our everyday and today. I'll add a little strip of washi here down at the bottom. This is one of the stickers from the sticker sheets, but it was just a small trimming left over as a scrap piece from another project. And then I'm going to add a leaf sticker over top of that. And then finish that card off with a couple of enamel dots, and then that tag is done. I'm going to leave the back of that blank just in case, if there's something that I want to journal about later on, I can add it on there, or even just leave it blank, but it's going to tuck right on in there. The library card itself is where I'm going to do the bulk of my journaling. I do date it underneath a date column like you would normally see with the library card, and then I go through and add all of my journaling down the right, but I run out of room, so I have to carry it over to the back. So to help kind of wrap up the back side of that card, I find these clear stickers from the sticker kit, and I'm going to add one right below it. And this sticker says, fall in love with the process of becoming the very best version of yourself. So once that's on there, I trim off the little bit that was hanging over, and then I flip this thing back over, and the top of it was a little bit blank, and it was kind of peeking out behind my tag, so there was a stamp that said grateful. I used my same brown ink and added that on there and called this layout done. Thanks everyone so much for stopping by today. I hope you have been inspired. I'll have links down below for all of the products that I used, and be sure to check out Coco Daisy on Instagram as well as my account. I will have those linked down below as well. Thanks everyone so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Bye.